Mm, I'm just not sure exactly where we are now.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the recap now. We'll hit
Okay,
a
then
we'll hit
fine.
we'll hit a quick recap and then uh, I don't know how far back you'd like me to go. I thought I'd just recap the previous session and
Yeah, that
then
would be fine.
and then
I th
yeah.
I think you can recap like after we were out of the snail, I think.
All right. I mean, I've got like a very short summary of I'll maybe send it to you guys after this. It's just basically like the calendar and what happened on each day, basically. Um, so just a very basic summary. Okay. So yeah, I'll just hit the recap from the previous session, which is like after this now. So, all right. After brutally killing the flail snail, the party proceeds to butcher and chop. Sorry, it is a little bit slightly detailed, but we'll get through it. You guys butcher and chop it, chop it and chop it up, chop up the shell. Fit it into Adar, so it fits into Adar's bag. Kalter notices an old hatched egg lying in the dark corner and mentions this to the group. Adar then sends Roger, his metal companion, in search to see if there's anything else alive in the cavern. Roger seems to notice something in the bottom of the pool. The party agree to come back to investigate on another time. Regrouping with Jeb, the gnome, and Yimik, the group start making their way out of the cave. Roger, Sassoon, and Beatrix scouting ahead for enemies. As the scouting group reaches the entrance cavern, they are assailed by creatures hidden in the high shelf, shooting off silken threads to try capture and pull in any unwary creature. A intense scramble to get out of the cave ensues, with some of the party being caught by the tendrils and being pulled back in. Roger is caught and dragged up to the shelf, where he is ripped into two by a monstrous gnat or silverfish-like creature. Adar is also then caught, and whilst trying to escape off the shelf, falls 30 foot to the ground and is knocked unconscious, his heart stopping on impact. Krudar lifts Adar and makes a beeline for the exit. Sassoon, dodging one of the tendrils, purposefully grabs hold of it and is immediately pulled up into the shelf, where he makes his first strike on one of the strange creatures. Whilst on the shelf, he notices a weak point at the back end, a crack running along the back of the shelf, and informs Kalto of its position. Sassoon, trying to escape the precarious position, tries climbing down the wall, but misplaces his foot and falls and lands rather awkwardly. Everyone scrambling for the exit keeps being dragged in by the silken tendrils. Kalto shoots off a powerful magic missile at the weak point under the shelf, and the crack deepens, running all the way down into the ceiling under the shelf, but the shelf does not collapse. Sassoon then gets taken again, but manages to dodge the creature's claws. He then proceeds to use his astral self's elephant arms to smash the shelf. Now the shelf collapses with the creatures on top, including Sassoon, falling to the floor 30 feet below. Sassoon manages to land on his feet, only causing a slight damage to his ankles as his weight comes down. With a few lucky saves and with Yumik pulling a couple of brave stunts, the group extract themselves from the sticky situation. Outside, Sassoon does CPR on Adar, bringing him back to life. They load the shell onto Jeb's cart and set off, the cart being pulled by a shiny silver disc created by Jeb. Near Phandalin, the group split, with Jeb, the group heading towards the Finger Rock, and Jeb heading for Phandalin. The group asking Jeb to make the cloak of scintillating colors. You guys then make it back to the old campsite a mile off from the Finger Rock, exhausted and near to collapse. You guys have a quick meal and immediately go to bed. The party wake up the next morning to a clear sky and a warm breeze blowing through the thickets of the trees. Stiff and sore, but with a full night's sleep, feeling rested and ready for a new day. All right. So
We just finished a long rest.
yeah, so you guys all finished a long rest. So mark that on your sheets. Just reset.
Okay, yeah, because I was on 4 health.
Yeah. No, you guys had it. You guys had it rough.
Does that reset poisoned?
Yeah. It resets everything. If you've been poisoned, it's cleared, and exhausted, etc. So yeah, you guys can clear that up. But yeah, as you come awake, the first thing you notice is that everything seems basically normal. It is a beautiful day. Kalta, Halya, and Crude are kind of off to one side, discussing something, and they turn towards the rest of the group, kind of calling Kalta, basically calling everybody in. So soon, Bedrick, Ado, we've got some business to discuss quickly, if you don't mind.
I walk closer and stand by.
All right.
Yeah, me as well. I just like packing up my bag,
Okay.
walking towards him.
Yeah, you also notice that Kalta, Kalta and Halya, their bags and Krudar's bags are already basically packed, and they're kind of standing holding them, almost as if they're ready to go, kind of even before you three had woken up. Kalta kind of turns to you guys. It kind of breaks my heart, but Halya and I are gonna have to leave you here. Krudar had spoken to Halya and I at length last night about his son, and I feel that he needs our help to try and find him. I never really had much of a family, so I don't imagine why someone wouldn't. I mean, that's something that I've craved a lot. Most of my life is a place to belong. So I'd really much like to help Krudar here find his lost son, and obviously Halya is joining us, and Yimik, like next to him. Yimik has also agreed to join us, unless Yimik, you'd like to stay with the others. And then Yimik kind of turns to, no, master, no, I go where you go. Please don't leave me behind. And Kalta just says, okay, that's good, Yimik. We're happy to have you along. Halya just stands there nodding her assent. So yes, guys, I hope you don't mind if Halya and I accompany Krudar.
No, I certainly don't mind, and I wouldn't think the rest of the party minds. We understand Krudar's position must be difficult. So we bid you all farewell and good luck on your adventure.
No, thanks,
That
Adam.
that axe might just stop working somewhere, but don't take it personally.
Halya turns to you and just gives a grin. No, that's all right. I'll make sure I retrieve it physically then if I have to. Kalta, this says, yeah, and just make sure you get Galrin back. And just excuse us for him. Excuse us. Please excuse us. Ask him to excuse us or whatever. You understand what I'm trying to get across. But yeah, I appreciate the work that he's given us, and I hope you guys find him and get him back safely. But I'm sure our paths will cross again in the future. I mean, we'll be in the area, and then hopefully we'll cross again. But yeah, so long, my companions, and may your roads lead to fortune and knowledge, and may those roads cross with ours again at some point, like I've said.
I give a bow and said, if you can't find me, you can always try and find the Lithani mercenaries. They should be able to contact me again.
Alright, I'll keep an eye out. I'm grateful for all your help and all you've shown me. Alright, and with that, yeah.
I still have like a piece of that shell. Do you want us to set aside your portion of it?
No, I think you'd keep it. I think you'll probably need it more than we do. Again, I'm not sure where our roads lead. We'll probably head into the mountains soon. Luckily, we've got Halia, who is a hill dwarf and from the mountains, basically. So she should be able to navigate and help us out. And I don't think we'll need much cash where we're going.
Okay.
But no, thank you. You keep what you have, and we'll meet back soon. I'm sure together.
Okay, can I say something now?
Yes.
I was struggling with the laptop. My signals wasn't working so well there.
Yeah, I can hear you much better now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I'm broken that you guys are leaving us. I really am. After everything we've been through, it's like a strong bond has been created. But you got to do what you got to do.
A
We're all
strong
on a
bond
mission of
has
our
been
own.
created. Yes.
Yeah, we're all on a mission of our own. So hopefully our paths cross again soon.
I hope so too, Bedrick. And I'm sorry we didn't really get to know each other much more, but there will be opportunity in the future, I'm sure. And good luck finding your sister. I hope everything's well with her and she's safe. But again, until we meet. And he
Guys, enjoy.
gives a small salute. Halia says, "Goodbye, guys. It was great killing and smashing goblins with you." And she turns, and Yemek says, "All right. Thanks. Hopefully, I don't know. Goodbye." He's just like he's still a bit hesitant. I mean, his hand was chopped off, and there wasn't much love going towards him, and so he kind of just.
We'll have
turned
to
with a
meet
small
again,
wave.
Yemek. We will have to meet again. I still need to give you your new hand, but maybe in another adventure, we can get you a nice sword.
Thank you, Erard. That would be great. Kalta said he would help me out still, so I'm sure we'll find some shaman or someone to restore my hand. But yeah, we'll wait and see.
Okay.
And he turns to follow, and they head off going more southwest, following the line of the Sword Mountains, going southwest. And after a few minutes, they go up and over a hill and are lost from sight, turning with one final wave towards the distant camp as they make their way to who knows what adventures. Alright, at this time it's still pretty early, 7 o'clock. Day is bright and beautiful, and it's yours. What do you guys wish to do?
Beatrice, you still want to enter this cave?
I did. I still do. Yeah, I still need to get to try and get all that. It's the leader of the Red Brand, right? I don't want to forget now.
The wizard Glassstaff.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
There was also a note, just to recap. Let's see.
Yeah.
I think it's in the session resolve, maybe. Yeah, there's that note under session resolve. That you guys had.
Albrecht and Larno.
I didn't see the note. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna try and check it out quickly now.
Yeah, it's the note that was found in the wizard's.
Yeah, so
room.
it's actually like 3 or 4 sessions back. Before we met the barbarian.
Oh, okay.
What was he? Yeah, it was a
Trudeau.
barbarian.
Barbarian.
What did it say? The note, I can't remember.
It basically says, yeah, okay, Jeffrey, you can read it.
Yeah, so it's in session resolve, but yeah, it's if I Lord
That's good.
Albrecht, my spies in Tribor tell me that the paladin and some strangers accompanying him are due to arrive in Phandalin. They could be working for the dwarf and that human. Capture them if you can. Kill them if you must, but don't allow them to upset our plans. See that any artifacts or dwarven maps in their possession are delivered to me with haste. I'm counting on you, Larno, don't disappoint me, and then the symbol of a six-legged spider or a
Yes.
weird bug.
I suppose that's yeah. All right, cool. Well, before we go into the cave,
That's its front feet, so it's probably a spider. Yeah, I don't know.
probably a spider. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking the same. Yeah, if those are pincers, they're very long. Before we go into the cave, though, I know Dungeon Master suggested that we just go through our items. I've been carrying a pair of items that I haven't touched for a while now. Is it okay for me to just quickly analyze them, check them, try them on,
Yeah.
and see what's happening?
Yeah, you guys are busy making breakfast, so there's time to still do one or two personal things if you'd like.
Probably also
Finish.
check if I have anything in my inventory, but I think I gave everything to
Yeah.
I truly can't remember Obrom's character's name.
Adar.
Adar. Adar and Beatrice.
A.
Okay.
A to the D to the R.
A to the double D to the R.
That's what I meant. Sorry.
A few sessions back, I had acquired a pair of boots which looked quite, pricey and quite quality. I never used them, but yeah, I think now I'll take them out and can I roll to like investigate if I can recognize that this boot has got any special powers or anything like that?
Yeah, roll investigation.
And Adar, seeing him pull out a nice pair of boots, just shim his overs and say, "Hey, man, can I just give it the? I'll look with you. Basically, I want to assist him.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
Not envious, just interesting leather work."
Yeah,
Yeah.
roll investigation with advantage. So you look at these boots, roll so long investigation with advantage. You look at these boots and they are very well made, like a very dark, foresty green color, very smooth and light, and seem to be made of some strange tough leather.
Well, the advantage was 17, the highest.
All right. So, looking over these boots, and kind of remembering back to the goblin you took them from, this goblin basically coming out of nothing to surprise you, and you yourself being a master of surprise, being surprised, you realize that something was obviously not 100% above board with that specific encounter, and you realize that it must have been these fine boots that you have found. And
Played a role in it.
excuse me.
The boots played a role, basically.
Yeah, so you figure out that these boots must have played a role in that encounter and the surprise this goblin had given you. And you try the boots on.
Yes. Yeah, put them on.
Yeah. So as you put them on, and also Adar also kind of mentions that this looks to be elven made. It look and must have belonged to some sort of an elf, or especially based off of the size. It's a bit too big for goblin feet, but not so big that it would fit a large human or anything like that. But it would be the perfect size for you.
Cool.
But yeah, so I'm basically going to send you through a description of what those boots do. I'm going to put it on the social.
He should be just be able to add it to his equipment.
Yeah. Okay, it's basically boots of elven kind. So if you go to equipment and search for boots of elven kind, they should be there.
Equipment.
Yeah. So
This.
inventory, and you can say manage inventory.
I can search more. Yeah.
Yeah. Then search there.
Boot of
Elven
kind. Let's see.
Yeah. So while you wear these boots, your steps make no sound, regardless of the surface you are moving across. You also have advantage on dexterity stealth checks that rely on moving silently.
I'm trying to search, but it doesn't seem to. I say manage inventory rather.
Yeah. So you go under manage inventory.
Okay.
And then there'll be a little filter.
There we go. So I can search here now. All right. Boot of kind.
So yeah, you put these boots on. They're incredibly soft and light, like I've said, and very supple. And as you walk, it's as if you're walking on nothing. It makes absolutely no sound. Um, and you're under this clearing, and it's the end of winter, so spring's coming, but there's a lot of dead leaf and brush on the ground. And even though you're walking over the substance that's meant to make this crackling noise, it's absolutely dead silent as you're walking kind of around the campfire, giving a bit of a jig at the same time, and it's rather strange. The boots basically melding to the ground underneath your feet perfectly
Nice.
as you go along.
So I'm in the window, manage inventory, and I did the search for adding item. So the filter with the block where I can search, and I said boot of Alden kind.
Mm-hmm.
I hit enter, and nothing much came up from that. It just underneath it says filter by type. So I can
it might be easier to just search boots,
Yeah.
and then
Boots.
in the list click on add boots of elven kind.
No, hang on.
Yeah, okay, I see them now. I see them now. I see them
Yeah.
now. Awesome. Okay. Add to equipment, eh?
Yeah, add to equipment, and then just make sure you've got them equipped.
Equipped. All right. Okay, I've added them. I go into my equipment and I make sure they.
Yeah, then just equip them.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, equipment. There we go. Boots of all kind and equipped. There we go. Cool.
Yeah, so now when you
Awesome.
roll stealth, it should
I get it.
automatically.
Yeah, I get an A.
Yeah,
Advantage.
get advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
Nice.
Jeez, I'm gonna be unbeatable on stealth.
All right. So it takes you about a good hour to kind of analyze and look at this, and whilst that's going on, breakfast is made and ready, and you guys slowly but surely start packing up your campsite.
What was the size of that shell we found, or the piece that I took? For some reason, I did not write it down.
It was basically just the tip that was left.
Yeah, I think it was like a square foot of shell.
Because I've got 2 square foot of glass from the snow trail. But
that's broken glass. Yeah, I think it wasn't.
It's broken. No, no, it was not.
But it's still worth something. But it's not worth the amount of an broken pane of glass. But
yeah.
I think I recall it being a foot by a foot.
1 square foot. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, and I think the value of that, just perhaps put it there for future reference. It must have been about I think it was 200 gold pieces.
Okay. Shit. We need to find a bank, guys. I'm rolling
I
heavy.
agree.
I can't afford to drop this stuff.
I agree.
Adar, you are wearing heavy armor.
Scale mail.
So that means you don't walk silently at all.
Yes.
And Beadrich with his new fancy shoes will basically be a ghost. So do we Beadrich, do you go and scout the cave, and then me and Adar just keep close by for if something is needed?
Yeah, no, that's fine by me.
What we also can do, I don't know if we've checked around this cave for any other entrances or hidey holes or anything.
Yeah, so as you're looking at this finger rock, to the left hand side, so it is south, but to the left hand side as you guys are looking south, is a clear open cave, looking like a normal cave basically, and then to the right of the finger rock, which is about 50 foot across, or not 50 feet, call it 50 meters, quite large and tall. To the right of it is a It's a bit stranger. It looks almost like a cave, but it's got some sort of a covering over it. You can from this distance see, and also I know you guys had rolled pretty high perceptions before. Is that it looks like there's some sort of a shape of a cave, but it's got some sort of a covering over it, almost as if it's trying to blend in with the rock. But because of that rock discoloration, it's quite obvious that there's some sort of an entrance there. And also remembering, just so that you know, because I mean it's been a while, Pavlov had mentioned that you want to go to the cave on the right hand side of the Finger Rock. That's where he needed ore, if you guys still wish to do that kind of thing, but the ore that he used to mine was in the cave on the right hand side of the Finger Rock.
Okay. Is it quite high up against the mountain, or is it?
So yeah,
not-
this finger rock is quite large, but it's set up back against this hill. So behind the finger rock, about a good 100 meters, it starts climbing up into this quite a tall, not a mountain, but it's still the foothills of the Sword Mountain. So it's this hill, and then behind that hill, even further, you see the top peaks of the tall Sword Mountains that run across the length of this part of the Sword Coast. And so it's a small slight incline before you actually get to the caves. The one slightly lower, the one on the left is slightly lower, and the one on the right just slightly higher than the other. But they
Okay, but we don't have to like climb cliffs to get to them.
No.
They're just on the hill.
no.
They're on the
It's
hill.
pretty
Okay.
it's pretty accessible, yeah.
Okay. Do you guys want to do the left one first or the right one first?
Chances are that at the moment the wizard sees us, he's going to try and escape again. And if we know he was more likely to go to the right-hand side, I think we have a better chance of actually finding him if we go right.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
But I agree with you, Bedrick in front, scouting, and then like Sassoon is the quick backup because he can move between us quite like fluently, and then I'll just bring the thunder when I have to.
The heavy
Or-
artillery.
or more likely, I will come and revive Sassoon.
Yeah, that's most probably.
Too
Also-
real, too real.
Yeah, I don't know how many times that's happened. But also, Adol, we need to roll for Roger's HP, I think. So over the course of the
Oh,
night,
yeah.
you were kind of putting him together, concentrating on your magic, and basically
Yes.
reviving him.
Basically reviving him, yeah. Okay, I just have to open that window again. Steel
Mm,
companion.
yeah.
Is it a 1d8 or
I'm just
2d8?
looking now. See here. Can't remember.
It should be under features and traits.
Yeah,
I think.
I found it. Hang on, let me quickly just share what I've got. Yeah. Hang on. Okay, so I've got it under features and traits here. Steel companion, steel defender.
Oh, they keep updating this website D&D Beyond.
Well,
Are you
what's
sure?
happened?
It looks exactly the same.
Yeah, but there wasn't always a quick link that if you click next to Steel Defender, it opens like that pop-up on the right-hand screen, and it gives everything for me, like just as it stands in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything.
I want to say that was always there. The chances that you might not have clicked it are higher because it doesn't
Yeah.
look like a button.
Yeah, it was
But
always
I'm
there.
Sure.
but I'm almost sure that I've clicked on it before to get like information, especially on spells, because spells the description usually doesn't have at all.
Oh, you can do it with all of them. Shit.
Yeah,
Okay,
with all
I'm
your
sorry,
features and
guys.
traits, yeah. Spell
Sorry,
is cast
guys.
on it. It regains 2d6 hit points. If it has died within the last hour, you can use your smith's tools as an action to revive it, provided you are within 5 feet of it and you expend a spell slot of first level or higher. The Steel Defender returns to life after 1 minute with all its hit points restored. I can't recall how.
It's the defender has a number of hit dice, d8s
Yeah.
equal to your artifice level.
Alright, so you're on level
First
3.
level.
Oh, wait, yeah, hit dice d8. Okay, your intelligence 5. Defender has a number of hit dice equal to artificer level. Alright, so you got 3 d8s. Okay, so go ahead and start rolling a d8, and then we'll see how much the first roll is. So just roll it one at a time, and then we'll see how it goes from there.
There we go. I keep that one.
8. Okay, yeah.
Can I roll the next one?
Yeah, roll the next one.
I keep that one as well.
Another 8.
That is okay. The third one. If it's an 8, I will re-roll them all.
No, it's okay. No, you can re-roll the one. Re-roll now 3 dice and take the average of the 3 from that last one. So just automatically roll 3 and average it.
And average them. So it's 3, the average there.
4.
Now,
Because it's 9, so you total them together. Oh, divided by 3, yeah.
4. Yes, exactly. 4.
That's fine. We'll do 4. It's fine.
No, 3 is fun. Okay.
So that's a total of 20.
20
just,
HP.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Be ready to become cannon fodder.
Your Steel Defender is almost as haughty as I am.
All right. I'm just gonna update his things here. All right. So, what are you guys doing now?
I guess we're forming a line to the cave.
Yeah,
with
I'm
Beatrice?
ready to go in.
On the right hand side.
Yeah.
I just want to open.
Okay.
Okay.
So, as you guys approach the cave, I'd like you all to all of you can roll perception for me, please.
Ah, nice. First roll of the campaign, 8.
Shit.
We could just get the bad ones out now.
No.
That's what we're doing.
All right.
Get percep.
So 18 for Beatrick, 8 for Sassoon, 16 for Beatrick, 8 for Sassoon, 10 for Adar. All right, Beatrick, you're in the lead, kind of keeping a close eye out and also just looking around on the ground for any noticeable tracks or anything. If there's anything nearby or any signs of life or anything. Strangely enough, the closer you approach these caves, you're kind of following towards the Finger Rock, the slight incline. There's a noticeable decrease in the noise of animal life, birds and other small creatures that you generally hear out in these bush/foresty areas. And you start approaching this cave mouth. In front of you, it looms quite large, about 10 foot in height and 10 foot in width, kind of circling over. And there are these strange bits of strand-like substances running the length of the cave mouth. And the closer you get, you can see it's a much lighter color than the rock itself, yet it still has a very strange rock-looking coloration to it. You're at this point probably a good 40, 50, or call it 30 meters, 40 meters away from it. Just kind of observing at this point Adar and Sassoon, Roger all coming up behind you.
Okay.
Can I speak
Sorry,
to So can I speak to Bedrick? Like, can I ask him if he can see as if it's like spider web, so we don't get caught in like the same shit?
Yeah, I was actually gonna turn around and ask you guys as well. Like, do you recognize any of the substance that's coming down from this cave entrance? It looks a bit suspicious. So, I mean, I want to be sure before we go in.
Yeah, I think we should just go a little bit closer, and then maybe we should wait to like hang back and you just check it out.
Do I recognize the strand-like substance?
Roll a nature check for me.
6.
You're not sure what it is. It doesn't look the same as those other strands that you saw in the snail cave that were hanging off the shelf. These look from this distance almost leather-like, cord-like, hanging from the roof. Taut looking, like it looks tight, but yeah. Oh, what just happened there?
Togni,
Yeah.
are you back?
Yeah, what happened? Did you lose me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost you.
Oh shit, man. Okay. What was the last thing you heard from me?
I
Yeah.
rolled a 6 and you disappeared.
Oh damn! I was describing for like 10 fucking. Okay, never mind. It's okay. Where the hell's? What? Hang on. I'm just gonna kill it quickly and come back on because my camera is gone now. I don't know why, but let me quickly
Alright.
see what's happening here. Give me a couple of seconds.
What's gonna happen if we roll a 1?
Yes. I'm in my
Alright.
session right now.
Okay.
I think I roll a 1 and Toto's computer breaks.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yeah. So all I said was that from this distance, it's very hard to tell for you. It doesn't look like the strands you saw in the flail snail cave or anything. They are strung pretty tight. It looks like they're strung pretty tight along the cave top to bottom. But it's got a very strange rocky color. It almost looks leather-like. But yeah, you have no idea.
Okay. Then I think we
Alright.
stick with Ador's plan and maybe
little
Vedrick
closer.
sneaks a little bit closer.
Cool. Can I then like stealth a little bit closer and then do a nature check myself to see?
Yeah, roll stealth.
Alright. Okay, is it automatically on advantage or must I roll it twice?
No, it's automatically on advantage.
Oh,
So that's
cool.
alright, 16. So you make your way pretty stealthily with your new boots. It is broad daylight, so you stick as mostly as you can to the shadow, kind of going along the inside wall of the finger rock that kind of is casting quite a bit of a shadow at this time of the morning. Approaching the cave mouth. As you get closer, I'd like you to roll a investigation, please. Well, firstly, are you just going to look, or what are you planning on doing to
I'll try to
investigate?
identify with these strands or if there are any risk to us or not.
All right, first, all right. At this point, just roll a perception.
Perception, right. Oh man. Don't disappear now, okay?
No, that's fine. Again, on closer, the fact that you're so close though is you can make out somewhat what these are, but just looking at it, it again just resembles, almost looks like leather, but very taut, and on when you're looking closer at it, it's just like basically almost like rod-like leather strands coming down not they aren't, you can't see through them, you can't see through to the other side anything,
Yeah.
but it almost appears to be that you might, I don't know, stick something in there or try and push your way through.
Can I throw something at it to see if it reacts? A
Yeah,
stick, rock, something.
you can, throw. What would you like to do?
Right,
Throw a rock or
so-
a stick?
Pick up like a pebble or something and just throw it at it.
All right, as you throw it, it makes a dull thud, and you see dust kind of come off of it, and the rock just lands to the ground. Yeah, it just makes a dull thud as dust comes off of it. You can clearly see now where you had thrown the rock. The circular dust that came off is now slightly lighter brown than the surrounding brown of these strands, and that those surrounding strands are even lighter brown, or a lighter brown compared to the rock. It almost looks as if whatever this is, it's covered in dust. Yeah, it just looks like it's covered in dust.
Well, I'll then turn around and go back to Ada and Sassoon and just tell them, like, well, guys, I think whatever this is has been here for a while and hasn't moved. I mean, I threw something at it and just dust came off.
Yeah, well, there's not enough there to do a check on it. Can you see, was there any...
Well, now, Beatrick, that you've had a bit of a closer look and you've done a small test, an investigation, roll a nature check. The DC is going to be slightly higher because someone's already tried, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
6.
Again, these strands don't look anything like what you saw in the flail snail cave. They baffle you.
That's always a touching. Sorry.
Could you see any movement around in or out of the cave?
No, he didn't see. There was no movement, and also, like I had mentioned previously, it's eerily quiet. The closer you get to this finger rock.
Can I maybe do a history check on if I know anything about a quiet finger rock?
Am I still there? Who did we lose?
Yeah, we lost Beatrick.
Okay. All right. No, roll a history.
Let's try.
To try and recall some lore.
7.
No, you don't recall anything about any finger rocks and silence.
I guess we could just go in. I don't know how do we do this now?
You know what? I'm very close to just running through and seeing what happens.
Okay. I'll if you're willing to run, I'm willing to save you.
Yeah, sure. I try and because you said it kind of looks like an opening in the middle, or
yeah. So you can clearly see the cave opening is covered by whatever these strands are. You can't see through them. It looks like they're very tightly packed on top of each other. It's like a weird, looks like I said, like these leather strands kind of taut down to the ground, kind of attached quite strangely, almost like metal rods, not into the ground, but like it just attached to the ground where the dirt is kind of covering over it over time. There at the bottom where it's kind of gathered.
I try and go up to where there's less dirt, and then punch the strand.
All right, roll to hit. This is just to kind of see what happens.
My mouse stopped working for a second, which was cool. 19.
Nice. All right. I'd say also roll damage.
5.
All right. Yeah. So as you punch in, your hand slips through one of the tendrils, and as it slips through, with your speed, you immediately feel it almost trying to grab at your hand, and you pull it out. You manage to pull it out fast enough before anything can kind of like take hold or whatever. But you definitely felt, especially on your fur, that as soon as you pass that first initial layer, it felt like your fist was going to get stuck.
I immediately take a step back, and then I tell them, I think this thing is alive and willing to eat me.
Wow.
So, so
Firebolt?
uh, or we tie a rope and see what happens when it eats me.
Oh,
Okay, whoa. I don't want to pull back a skeleton, buddy. Hang on a second. Okay, that's a good idea, but still.
Yeah, so a firebolt can probably also work. You know, the less interesting option.
less interesting.
Otherwise,
It's a bit
otherwise, like something else at the end of the rope, and then we throw it through, and then bring it back and see what's left.
Can we see anything alive in the area? A bird or a raccoon or anything?
No, that
I think
as you as you got
mentioned how
into
quiet it is. So
as you got into like a few hundred meters from it, you were initially like a kilometer away, but as you got into a few hundred meters from it, say 300-400 meters, it was noticeably quieter.
Yeah.
And the rat is still with Halia, and Yimik also went with the wizard. So
Well,
those
roll.
What about Adder's
Roll. No,
companion?
wait. Roll perception.
What about Adder's companion? What's his name? The robot?
oh, Roger. Yes.
Roger, what about him? Yeah,
Yes. How did I forget about Roger? No,
exactly.
I saw it.
Saving for perception, but yes.
Yeah, so soon, you don't notice the Halia's rat or anything around your party, you know.
Okay. I think Roger is gonna go in. At least when we pull him out and he's not dead, will be able to give us some indication if it's gonna be dangerous or not. He won't be able to tell us what it is, but in his voice we will know if it's danger or fine.
Exactly.
Okay. I tie a piece of. Are we gonna do feet? I just want to see how long piece of rope I've got in my bag.
Should be 50 foot.
50 feet, yeah. But I think
Yeah.
we've used some of it already.
Well, if I have the full length, we can use the full 50. I don't mind.
I think we tie it around his waist, making sure it doesn't slip, and then, but don't tie it around us ourselves, because if he gets pulled in, I don't want.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Roger.
What we could also do is just like attach like one of our rations as well, like, or let him just hold the ration. Maybe it's just hungry, and if you give it food, it'll go away.
Yeah. And maybe because he is still a steel defender, he's not organic per se.
No, I'm
So,
talking
yeah.
about the weird thing that wants to eat hands.
Yeah, I know exactly. So if we push in the steel defender, I mean, he might not eat mechanical stuff, so we will need to put some rations on him to see if that is it. So yeah, do you have spare rations? Because I only have a little bit of rations left.
I think I have a few rations.
You can take one of my rations. I don't mind.
Okay. So we equip him with a set of rations. We tie a rope around his middle and say, Roger, I'm very sorry about this, but you're gonna take one for the team now. And I slowly point him towards the. Are we? Yeah. Can we assume everyone of us are by the went with Sassoon, so we're at the cave now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, of course. Yeah, no. We're following through this plan, yeah.
Okay, Roger. Slowly, but just walk straight, and then when we pull on the rope, just come back and tell us what you see. Okay.
Roger.
Roger, go. Roger. Yes.
Roger. And he goes off. He approaches the structure with his hand holding the bit of dried meat that you're giving him out first, he kind of tries to push his way in with his on hand, his right hand. As he pushes in, the first bits of strand give way and his arm enters. I need you to roll a strength saving throw for me, please.
Okay, for Roger.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's just the d20 plus 2. All right. Okay, so yeah, that fails. And-
Why did Beatrix roll a strength saving?
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, I was
Not
going to
Beatrix,
ask now
yeah.
if you all.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
no, just Roger.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna roll a normal d20.
And then just add 2.
Okay. Oh, that ended. That's well.
So 21.
21
Yeah.
now.
So again, as he pushes through, he manages to go a little further in, pushing as strong, and half of his body manages to go in. I need you to again roll another strength saving throw for me, please. So now half of his body is kind of in. He's kind of pushed his way through half of these strands. All right, and at this point,
18, yeah.
yeah, at this point, 18, yeah. So at this point, as he pushes through, you see him kind of wiggle, and as he kind of the last bit of his arm passes the first strand, it closes shut, and the rope, you feel it goes taut as he goes inside, and Roger, you hear him inside, just Roger, in a just a mild tone of it doesn't sound distressed or anything like that.
Okay. So, I don't know. I don't think it's alive. I think it's just like a magical strength barrier.
Just to scare us away, really.
If I activate my astral form, I can sort of use my perception as strength, so I can activate that now and have a higher possibility of making a strength check if we just want to push through.
Push through. Okay, so we can still hear Roger. So if one of you goes through, and we can
It's
probably...
very muffled. It's like you just hear Roger. It's quite muffled, obviously from this substance that's covering the cave entrance.
Yes. And then if you can make it through, you can pull on the rope and maybe give us advantage when we try to go in.
Okay.
Or
So-
do we wanna pull him out and see if the ration survived?
Yeah, we can start to do that as well.
What do you think, Bedrick?
Well, I've got an idea. Let's pull him out and see if the ration survived, and then I can go in, or anyone can go in, and we take the rope with. All right, and we're just gonna use the rope to send a message. So let's say you go in and you're fine. You're just gonna give one tug, then I know you're fine, and the rest of us will follow. But if something is wrong, you give like 4 tugs, and then we know we have to pull you out.
Oh, okay. It's not a bad idea.
Okay, so all 3 of us pull on the rope.
Yeah.
All right. I need. Okay, and as Roger starts to enter from the other side, again, roll a strength saving with advantage this time.
Okay. Okay, 3. Let's see. 18 plus 2, so 20.
Yeah. With that, you guys easily manage to pull him through. He kind of squeezes again, just coming through one of the strands, as if same way he kind of went in, kind of sideways almost. His last hand, as you kind of pull, still kind of stuck there, and you give a last little tug and pop, the tendrils again just kind of go back together as soon as the last of his hands kind of just pop out there, and he stands there, dried meat in hand. Roger, 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 Roger.
Okay, so I don't think this is alive. I think you might take
Yeah.
damage, and that's why there's no animals. And I'm trying to go in, but failing the test. Okay, but I don't think we can attack it.
I have a quarterstaff. I would like to sort of wedge the quarterstaff and then turn it sideways to see if I can force its mouth to stay open.
All right. As you stick in your quarterstaff in through the first few tendrils, it immediately feels stuck. I'm gonna need you to make a just roll a normal acrobatics. Not acrobatics. Yeah, no, actually, just a straight strength check. Athletics.
Natural 20.
Nice, nice.
So as you put it in, you manage to push with all your might and weight, kind of behind it, getting it nice and in and through, and you push it towards the side with all your strength, and it slowly, with that anchorage kind of in between and turning, the tendrils slowly open up, and you can see it's about a foot deep worth of these tendrils, quite thick, almost quite thick and round, probably like if you put your two fingers together, that round. And inside, in between, it's a lot clear. It's very white looking, or bone white, as you push it aside, but still very malleable, or whatever you want to call it, able to bend. And as you bend it open like that, you manage to hold it in position. And what you see behind is just a very dark cave opening. Very little, the light's kind of streaming in. It's a bit of a shelf, and then kind of a drop off. You don't see what's beyond that drop off.
I would like to rush in while I have a chance.
All right, so
Or
you're
just-
basically gonna try and let go and rush in, then, hey?
Yes.
Okay, I'm
As
gonna.
Session does that, can I attempt to throw him the rope to catch as he's moving in?
Yeah. Okay. So let's do it this way. Let's.
I think we should still stick to that rope plan, just in case
Alright.
something goes wrong.
Susun, I need you to roll a acrobatics check. And
So,
17.
nice. And Bedrick, I need you to roll a sleight of hand.
Okay. Come on, baby. 9. Oh dear.
Yeah. So soon you agilely, very quickly, and with that strength, kind of still leaving it open, feeling along the side of your staff until you get close by, manage to dive through, and in the interim, pull your staff in with you as you roll inside through the gap, but it immediately smacks shut again as soon as you enter. It's completely dark inside. There's this very dusty, quite a large cavern with your dark vision. You just see the drop off about 20-30 meters in front of you. It kind of just makes a sharp drop, and when you look inside, it actually roll a perception. And whilst you're rolling, Beatrick, you try and throw the rope, but not realizing what Susun was trying to do, you kind of fumble the rope a bit, and as you throw it, and as it shuts, the rope kind of gets lodged in between the tendrils, not making it all the way through.
Alright.
I rolled a 10.
I look to Ada and I'll say, so much for our plan.
Yeah, with that 10, Susun, you basically just notice that it looks like this was some sort of a worked cavern. It looks like there are bits of chips and things that have been kind of cut from the rock, and it's very dusty in there, a bit of a musky smell, very stale air.
I don't see any sources of light somewhere down the line or hear anything.
Not at all. You don't hear or see any light, no.
Okay. I just
It's completely black and dark, and there you're completely reliant on your dark vision at this point.
I just say back, I'm okay. There's a cave this side.
Do we
Okay.
hear that?
Yeah. You guys hear it? It's very muffled, but you make out the words. Yeah.
Ah, cool. Then I suppose we make our way in there as well.
Yeah, I suppose we just push through like he did. I don't know. I don't have that flail or that tool he has or that weapon.
You just
Um,
use the stick.
I want to push my quarterstaff through again, but still hold onto the end point, because you said it's about a foot or so deep.
Mm.
So if I can wedge my quarterstaff halfway through, they should be able to see it, and then I can help pull them through again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you will be
grab
able
a-
to do something similar where you push it through. It will open up. It will again open up the space.
Staff, and then with the other hand grab the other companion, and then someone carry the chain link, and then
Yes. Yes, I'm
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I'm in for that plan. Okay.
Okay, cool. Do I see the staff, Dungeon Master?
Sorry. Sassoon, roll another straight strength.
13.
Yeah, you shove it in there and you give it a hard tug and push, but it feels like from this side it's a lot harder to open up. It feels like the strands on the inner side feel slightly fresher. Well, not fresher, but slightly more, what you call it, newer, as if it's got more tension compared to the
Guys,
outside
I think
strands.
if we come in this way without a good way out, I don't think we're leaving the same way we got in.
That's fine.
Oh, then how about we use a rope then? We tie it off to the rock outside. How far is the rock from the entrance?
Make a perception check.
So we can tie off the rope and then leave it hanging on the inside. Geez, what's your bad rolls now?
You don't necessarily see a large rock or anything nearby, but you see a smallish stump of a tree, long dead, near the entrance. It looked like it might have been a straggly. It probably grew for a few months and then died off quite a while ago. It doesn't look strong enough to hold. And just looking around, it's just a bunch of loose rocks and boulders, and there's nothing large enough to. There is probably massive rocks, but it's way too big to wrap around and then still have enough length of rope to kind of make it to the cave entrance and through.
Can
Well, yeah,
we
sorry.
see what Bedrick want to do? Can we just like hit pittons into the ground and then tie the rope to that?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
So I'm going to say, since you guys have had quite a bit of experience with pittons and rope over the past few months, or not months, past few days and out in the wilds, it's easier enough for you guys to piton into the solid ground. You find a nice... Actually, just roll a perception to see if you can find a good solid piece of earth to with advantage. Or each of you actually roll a perception check, since you're both going to do this.
Okay. 16.
Oh, 11.
Yeah, well, between the two of you, Ada, you find a nice bit of solid ground where you can hammer in a couple of pittons, and you and Beatrix set to work hammering them in. The clinking noise traveling across the valley northwards behind you. Sassoon, you inside can hear the clinking of Ada and Sassoon busy hammering in the pittons.
While I'm hearing them planning, can I sort of lean over the edge, see if there's a way down, or
You're gonna stealth up to the edge?
yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's like a short distance towards the edge.
Just about 30 meters. So how much is 30 meters in feet? That's like 100 feet. So I need you
Okay,
to...
so it's quite a large opening here behind the.
yeah, so it looks like it's been worked, and then there's like piles of rocks kind of sitting about, like purposely look like they've been piled, but off to the side, as if whoever had started digging this out had neatly piled them onto the sides, but probably ages ago due to all the dust that have kind of collected on the side. Okay, so I need you to first of all roll stealth, and then I'm going to have you roll perception for me.
Stealth is a natural 1,
All right.
and perception is a 11.
All right. So as you make your way, the darkness, you've not really having spent much time underground. Although you've been into a few caves, this is incredibly dark in here with no visible light source. You trip over a rock and make a sharp intake of sound that kind of echoes off the rocks as it kind of goes through, making quite a bit of a loud noise. You kind of put your hand over your mouth, you wait a little bit, and with that perception, kind of trying to hear if you hear anything, don't make out much noise. But you approach the edge, and as you approach the edge, you see two large wooden posts kind of sticking out. As you kind of start approaching, it's a sheer drop of, again, 20 meters. So 20 meters, about 60 feet, straight down, a ladder basically, old looking, again also full of dust, with thick posts and almost like steps, like wooden planks put into each couple of feet going down, and looking down, you can just make out with your dark vision the bottom, 60 feet below, 20 meters down. But you can't make out much more than that.
Okay.
Beatrick, so soon you guys managed to hit in, and now you've nicely anchored. You've tested the rope is well anchored to the solid piece of ground you have found.
Okay. Do we send Roger again, or do you think you can push through?
Well, I mean, if we're gonna chain link them, like let's say for example, I grab the staff, you grab my hand, and then you grab Roger, and he holds the rope, and then we go through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we? The staff didn't come through though. So it was a bit.
Yeah, I wasn't able to push it through again
Yeah.
from this side.
Maybe. Okay. I would like to push my hand, just one hand through, and maybe see if I can grab Sassoon. Or as I push it through, I say, grab or help us, Sassoon, because
As soon as I hear that, I rush back to, and then as soon as I see a hand, I will grab.
All right, roll a strength check for me, Adar.
17 plus 1.
Yeah, you managed to push your hand through. You feel the stickiness kind of ripping at your skin and hairs, kind of pulling off as your arm pushes through, and it sticks out on the other side. Yeah, you also, as you kind of push through, you notice that the reason that probably the reason that this has got this brownish color is because it is some sort of a sticky substance, and there is dust that has collected on the outside and made it almost starting to kind of blend in with the surrounding rock, but not quite. But you manage to stick your arm through. So soon you see it grab hold, and I'm gonna just say with that you both kind of pull with all your might, and with that same check you manage to pull Adar through. Adar, you've got the rope with you, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I've got the rope with me, but I've got a Roger like chain link to me.
All right.
And then so at some point it's only my arm, but already ready to pull the next guy.
All right. Well, you make your way through. You pop out. It closes again. The rope kind of still there, and I'm gonna have you guys again just roll another strength check. This time with advantage for Roger.
Okay, for Roger, 14 plus 2.
Yeah, that will do it. With all your strength, you guys manage to again push him through, and Roger, and he makes it through. Beatrick, your turn. I also need you to make a strength check for me, please.
Saving check, eh?
No, just a normal straight strength.
Okay.
Oh, I did a saving, but it's
Oh,
That's
wow.
fine.
one of.
It's the same, basically.
6.
Yeah, this time actually with advantage. So roll again.
What's that? No. 10.
Yeah, you kind of push your arm in, and as your arm goes in, and the others trying to pull, Roger and everyone included, you guys don't coordinate well enough, and your arm gets stuck in this half of the spider, not spider, fuck, I don't know why I just called it spider, it's not a spider web, but anyway, this kind of tendril shit, and don't read into that, because you're gonna be
Oh,
anyway.
Oh,
So
boy.
you push your arm through, and you're still kind of you're kind of stuck, and then I'm gonna need you now to make another strength check if you want to try to push your way further through again with advantage.
I whispered to Adar,
fireball.
Yeah. Maybe it's worth it, eh? Oh, that's a little bit better. There you go. 14.
Yeah, with that and the rest of you manage to yank Beatrick through. He scrapes a bit, again also losing a lot of hair, but you all manage to make your way through to the other side of this dark cave. You all luckily have dark vision and can see 60 feet. You see the far drop
Guys. I look at the guys and I say, wow, that was a rough wax session.
I've no idea what you're talking about.
You're covered in hair.
Right, you should have been suffering the most.
Yeah.
I didn't touch anything, not once.
Yeah.
Can I'm guys, I'm quite interested in this substance. Do you think
Yeah.
I can cut like just 2 meters of it
sub-
off, like one or just a meter of a strand off? See, maybe can make, I don't know.
Instead of trying to punch it, I try and attack it with my claws.
Alright, roll to hit.
$15.
That hits. Roll damage.
6.
Nice, yeah. As you strike, you go for the bottom section of the inside bit, and your sharp claws sear right through this about 5 centimeter thick cord, and it snaps, basically like shooting off, smacking up against the roof, and now this tendril just kind of dangles there, and you use your last bit of movement to kind of cut off the top, and you've got a decent sized 10 foot, well, it's not necessarily 10 foot because it's kind of stretched it across, so as it came down it would have stretched back to about 6 feet in length without it actually being stretched, so it's kind of pulled into itself, if you understand what I mean. So you got about 6 foot of this strange substance like stuff, but it's on the inside, it's quite clear, it's a bone white color.
I hold it out to Adar, and I think there was an easier way to get through now.
I think there was an easier way, but we might just have let somebody know we went in. So,
Also true. Also true.
does it stick to itself?
When you hold it, it is quite sticky, but by itself, it's not like it's easy enough to kind of let go of it. It's not like it's the group. It's when it's put together that makes it, and the tautness of it that makes it that kind of gives it its almost its quality of stickiness together. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Sosun, and but I will investigate it a bit later. Can I just put it in my bag?
All right, you can add one of 6 foot length that can go to 10. It could probably go even past 10 foot, maybe even to 11ish bit of strand leather-like substance. You have no idea what it is.
Yeah.
I might be able to use it as a rope, just to like swing on stuff.
It's more like a
Because it
bungee
can
effect,
because
basically.
it can stick. Okay,
You-
well, we will discover this properties a bit later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, because you're trying to insinuate you're gonna become Spider-Man, and I have no
Yeah.
objection to that.
I was thinking more of Indiana Jones, but
Oh,
Spider-Man is also cool.
It works there too.
Okay, so I managed to make noise earlier, as well as the noise attacking the wall. But there is about a 20-meter drop. But yeah, there's two sort of lookouts on the side.
post.
That post that we might be able to use to get down.
Can I light a torch?
Do you have a torch?
That's actually a good
I
question.
think I got a torch.
Yes, I have a torch.
Yeah, you can
I've got-
light up a torch.
Fuck, I've got 20 torches.
Yeah, we'll
No.
subtract one, and you light it. You light it up.
Okay. Do I see anything extra?
Roll
Yeah.
perception.
7.
Yeah, looking around, it's again, there's quite a strong musky smell in this area, in this cavern. The air smells very stale, as if very little fresh air gets through this barrier. The walls look like I said to Susun, like they were worked. A lot of dust, rocks piled up, kind of going along this passageway towards deep into the mountain before all of a sudden just kind of drops down. It looks like you with your gnomish past, working with rock gnomes and so forth. You recognize this as being some sort of ancient, well, not quite old mine that's been abandoned for some time.
Okay, but I don't have any sense of what was mine. Not yet.
Well, you know also from what Pavlov had said, that he'd been in this mine previously, and he would get tin, iron, and hang on, I'll tell you now. And silver from this mine.
Okay. Yeah, guys, are we going down? Do we trust this ladder?
Yeah. Well, I can.
We can maybe even try the sneaky plan from here on out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
let's then Bedrick go down. We just tie a rope around him, let him go down.
Yeah.
If it breaks, I mean we can catch him, and then
Exactly.
he can just have a nice, because he does have dark vision, so you will still be able to have a good look at the bottom. Okay. So we tie a rope around Bedrick and me and Sassoon, so at the top, just holding onto the rope.
We can use the same method I suggested earlier on. If I'm at the bottom, I'll give one tug if everything is fine, or 4 in case something is wrong.
Okay.
Cool.
Sure.
Alright, so you, Sassoon, Adar, and Roger, I'm assuming, are holding onto the rope that's attached to Beardrick.
Yes.
Alright, Beardrick, I need you to roll first a stealth check, and then I want you to roll an acrobatics check as you climb down the ladder.
Stealth 17.
Nice.
Are you sure this is automatic, or do I have to do it twice myself?
It is what I can see. It says first one. Well, actually, I'm not sure. I'm gonna just roll. Hang on, I'm gonna roll from my side. Hang on, let's just see.
Because to me, it just shows one roll, and it's at 17, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're gonna have to do. Yeah. All right. No, sorry. You're gonna have to right click. Just right click on it and say. I thought it would automatically do it. Yeah. So just right click.
Okay, I see it.
Advantage
Yeah, I see.
and then say roll. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay,
anyway,
I
that
see
was that was pretty high. Yeah. All right,
Yes,
so
still got a 1.
now. Well, the
No,
next
no,
one was
that
24,
was
so I
me.
mean,
Yeah,
That
I
was
know. I know you've got
I rolled a
bad rolls.
24 now, so I don't know if that counts. So.
yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. That's good.
Yeah.
All right, now I need you to roll an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics.
Yeah.
13.
All right. Silent as death. You make your way towards the ladder. You jump and with extreme speed and agility and stealth, you grab hold of the side posts and you literally slide all the way down very fast, making almost no noise. Very literally nothing as you go down, traversing this 20-foot drop with ease. You reach the bottom. As you turn around, I would like you to roll perception for me, please.
I would like to mention that I don't think any of us have been able to roll higher than a 10 on perception.
Oh man, my perception is crap. It's too. I'm missing blind.
Yeah. Well, as you come down and you hit, the dust kind of kicks up and it blinds you for a second. But as it kind of clears from your eyes, you just make out the first thing you just see is these mine shaft props about 20 feet in front of you. So what's 20 feet? Very nearby, like about between 6 and 10 meters in front of you. You see these mine shaft props, kind of ancient wood, massive, kind of keeping up the roof structure at this point. So you drop in, and the walls here aren't very high, maybe 8-9 feet above you, so very closed off. The sides also very tight. I'll tell you now, like it's a bit of a circular chamber that you come into. That this drop is as wide as the circle, so it's about 30 feet by 30 feet, or 30 by the 20 30 feet to the posts.
Yeah.
So pretty circular, but then it narrows off where those mine props are, the shaft
right.
props. But yeah,
About
and
8
you
feet
see, and also right at your feet, you see an ancient, very rusted mine rail, narrow, very narrow, that you can assume was used for mine carts, but it looks very old.
Do I hear anything?
No, it's deathly quiet. It's very, very deathly quiet. A lot of cobwebs and stuff around. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I'll give one tug on the rope then to signal to the guys that, well, from what I can see, everything should be fine for them to come down as well.
I'm gonna also try and slide down because that looked cool.
All right, make an acrobatics check.
23.
Silent as death. I like that.
Yeah. Are you guys also stealthing?
Yeah, probably a little.
All right. Well, roll the stealth check, and I'll kind of include it. So both of you roll stealth.
11.
Oh, 9. Both my dice rolled a 9.
All right. No, that's fine.
9.
So with that acrobatics check, Sassoon, you do a backflip before, like you jump straight up into the air. So you kind of approach,
I will not be shown up.
Yeah, you kind of turn, facing Adar. As you kind of run to this, you turn face Adar, do a backflip over, grab onto the sides, and slide down even faster than Beardrick did. Landing not so quietly, but sticking the landing pretty okayish. Not too bad. Adar, you climb down all clunky like, making a fair amount of noise with your armor kind of rattling off in the stillness of the air. The air, no movement, the sound traveling pretty far, reaching Beardrick and Sassoon's ears at the bottom.
Did I have to do acrobatics or not?
No, that's okay. You don't have to do an acrobatics.
Thank you.
As soon lands, I'll tell him, show off.
And Roger?
Next time I'll do it upside down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
roll,
see.
roll a stealth for Roger as well.
What is stealth? Is dexterity? Okay.
Yeah, Dex.
So it's +1 for him. So 12.
Yeah, again, you can hear his joints kind of creaking and the wood creaking under his weight as the metal hits against the wood. Not very loud, but just like thuds. Yeah, but quiet enough.
Okay.
As you guys reach the bottom.
Can we all help look around now?
Yeah, roll perception. And whilst you roll perception, just quickly turn to roll 20. I went and had a look for other character models for some of you. So I don't know if you would like to keep your old models or use the new ones. So I just want to find out from you guys.
I have to log in quickly. I haven't opened up Roll20 yet.
All right.
I rolled a 12 for perception.
Okay.
Nat 1. I'm blind now.
Yeah, Ado,
Both of you rolled a nat 1. What is
Yeah.
it with perception?
You guys, as you hit the bottom, your eyes kind of filling with the dust from the landings of Sassoon and Beardrick. You can't quite make out much of the room, but it clears enough for you to kind of see. All right, before we go further, let's quickly jump to roll 20 and
Busy loading here. So,
yeah, that's okay.
Are we still on the page with the horse cart?
Yeah, so you're on the page of the horse cart. I'd just like you to have a look at. See, Ado, I've given you. There's another character. Hang on, let me give him a name there quickly. I see the name isn't displayed, but there's something that looks more probably like what your character would actually look like. Hang on. Don't know why. Hang on. All right, there we go. Okay, so
I'm struggling to get into my Roll20.
How you doing? Good. Are you struggling to get on?
Oh, yes. I see it now.
Now I'm struggling.
I'll share the link with you again quickly. Is it your internet connection or what?
I'm using D&D Beyond it and it's fine, but the Roll20 page doesn't want to load at all.
I'm gonna send you the link on the general chat there.
Maybe press Control F5 on your on the Roll20 page.
Control F5. Okay. Alright, it's doing something. It's loading.
What does Control F5 do?
It's basically it basically just clears the cookies and then reloads.
Yeah, I reloaded, but nothing. It's a blank page.
I've sent the link
try the link.
on the Discord.
Yeah. Press F12. Oh yeah, first try and press the link on Discord.
Okay. Okay, the link seems to be doing better. Let's see.
I like the character.
Do you like it? So you want to keep that one then, hey?
Yeah.
Have a link with
So I'm gonna delete
the
your
link
old one.
with.
Alright, the link works.
I'm just getting to. Yeah, I'm just getting to the page now. That's all.
Alright.
Alright, launch game.
I just see you're on 26 and not 18 HP. I'm going to give you control now as well. Just hang on.
Where did you get the model?
I just downloaded it and made it PNG.
Okay.
It was just a token I found on Google.
Okay.
And then if you could also turn up if you're on Spotify, you can turn it up slightly. I'm now playing cave sound effects.
Nice.
Spider's cave.
Yeah. It's just
Not fun.
That should be fun.
Because there's no running away now.
Yeah, now we're in now.
Well, we have the rope, so maybe.
I'd like to see so soon that do the same move going up the ladder.
I will backflip the entire 20-foot.
Dude, if you do that.
Alex, were you always on 18 hit points?
No. That was when we went to level 3, I think it was.
So you're actually on 26, I think, but on your sheet it says you're on 18.
Be on 26.
Yeah, I think you need to be on 26.
Oh.
So just if
Okay.
you go under edit, so just start editing your page. It will take you to. Hang on, I'll quickly do it here for you so you can kind of see. But my internet's kind of slowed down. As soon as Lene gets home with her Apple shit, then the internet fucking just drops.
Well, now we know what's going on.
With apple shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Tell us.
Oh,
how
okay. I can see my new character on Roll20 now. I like it.
Alright, yeah. So you prefer that one then? Hey?
Yeah, definitely.
Alright,
Definitely.
alright. Okay, so I'm just gonna on yours. I'm just gonna go edit here.
All right.
Give it a few seconds. So this is how you'll do it in the future as well when we get HP.
I'm looking. I'm checking what you're doing.
Yeah, give it a few seconds. Alright, then you're gonna go manage HP, and then we're just gonna up it by to 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. 8. I think, yeah. Apply. Alright, yeah. 26. Go back to your sheet. So if you refresh on your side, it should
Do that.
be updated to 26 now.
I'm just
All
waiting
right.
for it to load.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna start copying across all your characters and giving you control. Yeah, you've got control there, alright. And we need Roger. Okay.
I see a very dark square.
Yeah, that's good. Means you're in the right place. Okay, and where the frick is Roger? We've lost him.
No, not Roger.
He's all the way Durandon.
Is Roger just walking around with a ration in his hand now?
Yeah,
That's true.
no, he's got this bit of beef, kind of looking at it all strange.
Oh, no.
Not sure what to do with it. Putting it to his mouth every so often. Roger. Okay, Beatrick, you'll probably be in the lead there. soon nearby. Oh, for frick.
Oh, my internet is suddenly very slow. Oh.
Yeah. You might want to just kill the video on your side.
The thing is, I've got Discord I'm using my cell phone for it,
Oh,
so
right.
it's fine.
But I mean, is your cell
But
phone connected to the same network as your computer?
no. But still, I mean, I'm struggling a lot with everything else.
Okay, so let me quickly reveal, yeah. So it's in small sections. You can kind of try and find the...
That's very creepy cave sounds you downloaded.
That's why I chose it. It's not specifically because it's for the spiders, but it's because it's the other cave sounds were a bit boring.
I'm starting to think that spider's key here. I get this feeling that we're going to encounter one or two.
All right, so yeah, that's the kind of the extent of what you see at the moment. There isn't, it is completely dark in there. There's not much. You see a few feet ahead of you before the cave kind of bends to the side.
As we are in an old mine shaft, do I see like anything shiny or of value just around?
Yeah, roll perception.
Perception rolls have gone fantastic.
Yeah, right?
Yes, it's about to turn. You're gonna find gold, pure
14.
gold.
Yeah, searching just as you come down to the sides of the ladder, you find a deposit of what clearly is iron ore. Quite a rich deposit on either side. You can see it's been mined before, but it looks like a quite a rich vein that's kind of stretched. It probably once ran in a bit of a ring, and is now kind of just sitting on opposite sides of the ladder as you kind of enter.
Sorry, did he say what it was, or?
You recognize it as yeah.
Yeah, I pointed out to Ada, and he can then probably see it's an iron ore vein.
Oh no, vein. Okay.
Well, I think being in this kind of ancient world, you've all kind of run into work, like where people kind of work. I mean, you all in each other's space in the villages and stuff, and you know somewhat what things look like. And since there is a lot of iron about, people using cutlery of iron and bits of buttons and cloths and straps and horseshoes made of iron, I think everybody would have a general knowledge of what iron ore would kind of look like.
Okay.
So Bedrich, I think this is your chance to shine.
Alright. Let's give these new boots a go. Alright, sorry, just give me a second. My Roll20 is finally giving me a screen. I can finally see what's going on. Alright, so yeah, I'll move forward.
Alright.
I'll stealth forward, obviously.
Yeah.
See what's going on. Do we stick to our rope idea, or should we abandon that for now?
I think we can abandon that for now.
Well, you've probably left the rope that you came in on up at the top. I don't think it would have reached the bottom. It's still attached to the outside. Yeah.
That's also true. Okay, cool. I'll basically sneak around past the wood supports to try and peek around the corner there, see if I can see anything.
All right. And as you move, are the rest of you following along, or you gonna kind of let him go and check it out himself?
Yeah, I think we're just going to let him scout a little.
All right. So Bedrick, as you move forward, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
Dexterity. There it is. Oh, come on now. Okay.
This is what you were built for.
Yeah, well, you're right, man. You spoke it. 23.
Yeah. So as you move forward, Beatrick, and you kind of pass this first rock in between these posts, you first feel a slight pressure on your shins, followed by a clicking noise and this massive log or some sort of log kind of thing comes swinging from up above the rafters, from behind the top post, coming down, swinging towards you, with two kind of ropes on either sides, sharp-looking, sharpened stakes coming out of the one end, coming straight for you. But you react so quickly, you jump over it, and as it comes back towards you, as it swings back, you dive down to the ground, and it basically swings off, and it starts swinging in like pendulum motion, and eventually comes to a standstill. You being able to dodge this what you call it, swinging log trap, as it tried to hit you. You stand up, dust yourself off, kind of probably turn to the others with a bit of a chagrin on your face.
That's what I was saying. Like, I'm gonna turn to the others and just like, wipe the sweat off my forehead. Be like, whew.
I'm just going to signal, keep an eye out or keep eyes
definitely.
open.
Yeah.
Alright, so after that shocker.
All right,
so I are we that worried about stealth still, or do we want to move a little bit together and see if we can spot traps together?
Oh,
Try spot as I go along, but 4 eyes are better than 2, so
Okay.
yeah. Is the lock still swinging?
I know it's stopped now by
Or-
this point.
Stop now.
Mm.
Yes, I think we're in a Indiana Jones situation here. So yeah, I think we just
I'm waiting for that
try
boulder
and
now.
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna move with Beatrix and then keep an eye out for more
Everyone's
traps.
frozen.
Especially if there are more of these posts ahead.
All right, yeah. So okay, you guys move further in, and you.
Lost you guys,
Hang on, give me 2 seconds till I find the right tool. Yeah.
I lost you guys. I don't know if I missed anything.
Oh no! Everybody just said that they're gonna kind of move together and help you look for traps and stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So at this point, you guys move a little bit further in, past the log trap to kind of try and see what you can see. Let me just reveal here. I just want to measure if that's 60 feet. Oh, do you still have your torch going? Hey, Adar.
Oh shit, yeah, I still have my torch going on.
Yeah, so you kind of, with the torch, you can see the color of the iron ore that's kind of next to you. Yeah, you'll be able, yeah, you'll be able, yeah, you'll be able to see further than that. Hang on, reveal more here. Yeah, so you'll probably be able to see to the end here.
Wow.
I like the idea of us working together for percepting, but I mean that just means we're gonna throw 3 low perception rolls at once.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'd like you all as you're moving along. Let's make another perception roll. You can each roll.
I suppose when it becomes really critical, then I can do the stealth and move along by myself.
24.
Nice.
Perception.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
And the rest of you?
Oh wow! I only rolled a 6.
And Roger, but I mean he's just
I rolled a 5.
trying to.
Oh.
5.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Yeah. All right. So,
If for interesting sake, if Roger does a perception roll as well, he's not necessarily checking. Yeah, he could be checking for traps, but he wouldn't. I don't know how.
yeah, well, he'd roll perception and probably walk up to it and kind of just notify you, like Roger, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, you can tell him to do something, and he can try and communicate as best as possible with you on what he's found.
Okay, well, okay, then Ada like just points at this log that was swinging from the roof, trying to indicate that, you know, there's some dangerous stuff out there. Just help look. Give us a look.
Roger, Roger. Kind of giving you
Roger,
almost like an affirmative nod as he says, Roger, Roger.
Yeah, so he got 14.
Alright, yeah, so as you guys move along deeper into the cave, so soon you make out the sound of this, and also the scent kind of very, again, like this strong musk. As you kind of move in deeper, the smell starts increasing, and you kind of make your way through all these cobwebs. And as you make your way through, you hear this slight whispering sound, this like low, very low muttering, but almost inaudible. But your sharp tabaxi ears kind of twitch and pick up these slight noises. It sounds like some sort of chatter, but very quiet, and also slight movement as if there's rock kind of shifting over here, and similar over at this point over here, kind of behind these two posts.
I immediately throw up one of my hands to signal be careful, and then I tell them to listen and point to the next post. And then I also take out one of my darts and keep it at a ready to throw it if I see something moving again.
All right. What do the rest of you do?
Seeing that he signaled us, I just stay behind them, slowly moving. Just keep on looking for traps.
All right. Yeah, you don't notice it with that perception as well, Sassoon and Roger. He doesn't seem to indicate or see anything else within this kind of area that you guys are in. You can kind of make your way up to here, I suppose, just past the fallen log trap. You kind of climbing over it, trying to not bump into anything or make any noise or anything. Again, just kind of making your way through these thickets of web, and
Suppose I can stealth a little bit forward to get closer to that where the noise came from.
you can do that. Roll stealth for me.
Okay. Well, I'm still not sure if that's with advantage or not.
That is without advantage.
Yeah, so roll again.
No. Okay. Yeah, that's more like it.
Nice, yeah.
21.
Okay. All right. You managed to stealth your way, keeping to the shadows and along the walls, to this point over here. So you can move yourself here, and you see, and you can also hear. From that angle, you hear, or rather, sorry, you see, and a lizard-like creature, very small in stature, scaly, dirty, ugly, kind of crouching and hiding behind the post over here. It doesn't seem to have noticed you or anything, and you also make out, kind of looking through the crack where you're over here, like looking through the crack between the post over here. You notice another one of these creatures. Can you see my pinging, by the way?
Yeah, I can.
No.
Not right now. I did before, but not right now.
Oh, hang on, I'm pinging on the wrong layer. That's why.
Ah.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
So through this area here, you see through the gap, you see another one over here. What would you like to do at this point?
I'll look back to Sassoon, and I want to signal to him that there's two, so number 2 sign, and then the symbol for, I don't know if they're dangerous or not, but yeah, the symbol for danger is to be alert.
Yeah,
That's
and
just-
since you guys
yeah.
have been together for long enough, so soon
Yeah.
you immediately pick up what Beatrick is getting across.
Okay, so I prepare my attack for as soon as I see one of these things, I'm gonna throw them.
All right,
with,
so you prepare your
the
dart. All
So
right.
let's just let Ada know also that there's some.
Yeah, and then I also pass the message along, just showing him basically the dot and pointing in the direction of Beatrick.
Yeah.
Can we assume Ada understands?
Yeah. You've also been together long enough to understand the hand signs that Sassoon has kind of started teaching you guys over the past few days, and through the difficulties you guys have gone through. Yeah.
Okay. So I prepare a firebolt to be just like ready to throw it.
As soon as you see a creature, okay. Well, as soon as it
soon-
kind of breaks cover. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Beatrick, you've got the surprise at the moment, so if you want, you can make an attack.
Right. Then I will.
If you so
use
choose,
my-
there's other options. If you want to try and do the social thing and engage with them, you can also try that.
Well,
But
I think I'll take out my short bow and load an arrow in the meantime. But I will move then into like, how can I say, like the clearing of, just so they can see me, and then depending on how it responds, I will either let go of the arrow or not, sort of thing.
okay. So you're gonna kind of move out from the shadows then
Yeah, just to see what
and
will
make
happen.
yourself visible. All right.
All right. So I'll move like there basically.
All right. Yeah. Okay. And at this point, you
But
hear.
I've got like I said, I've got a arrow loaded and ready to fire off basically.
Yeah. You hear this strange chittering noise, in a very strange language. Beatrick, you might recognize it. Basically saying, almost like a now, like a signal for now. And Beatrick, you recognize the language as being undercommon. Since I think you are, that's one of the
Yes,
languages you can
undercommon.
speak.
I speak undercommon.
Yeah, so you both
Yeah.
recognize the signal for now or go or action basically. So
Yeah.
it's a strange like, and it's a very
Well, as I
strange
hear that-
creature-like sound, yeah. And this creature will immediately pop out, followed by this creature, and at this point I'll allow you guys to get off your shots.
Fire off my arrow.
Well, yeah, they're coming out aggressively, so they kind of gave a signal. They gave the signal in undercommon for now go, and they're rushing out from undercover, daggers drawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is how you start a fight. I rolled a nat 1.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
How do I get to my weapons again? I can't remember.
So you go to attack, or do you want to equip your
Actions.
weapons?
Under actions. Oh yeah,
I
your
had
your weapons aren't equipped, so you need to go to inventory
Oh, okay. Inventory.
and then just equip your weapons.
Oh,
There.
fair enough. Shot bow, there we go.
Alright.
Roll
But yeah,
to hit. Oh,
yeah, roll
sorry.
to hit. So soon as you kind of try and throw your dart, and that short shout in undercommon, quite recognizable to you, gives you a bit of a start. And as you try and throw, you drop the dart. It lands straight peg down onto your foot, and you take 1 point of piercing damage.
I rolled a 10. I don't know how bad that's gonna be.
All right, so Beatrick, also you try and shoot off, but because they're so close, it's difficult to get an accurate shot on them, and a release. So your arrow goes wide, not hitting any of the two. And
Bonus
then,
action just to move back a bit.
sorry,
50,
Can I use my bonus action to move back?
no, this is a surprise round, so you can't move. We're gonna
Okay.
roll initiative now. Yeah, Ada.
50 plus 5, 20. To hit.
Yeah, that will hit.
Nice.
Which one are you aiming for?
I don't know if Bedrick and Sassoon in front of me. I don't know if I have a choice though.
You'll be able to hit this one here.
Yeah, okay. Then that one.
All right. Roll damage.
5.
All right. You shoot off this firebolt. Give me two. Yeah, and Adar, you also looking at this creature. It reminds you very much of a creature you once encountered in an ancient tomb long ago with your old master.
Now shit's gonna get angry. Ooh.
Yeah. So you hit this creature with your firebolt, and it bursts into flames. Its rags burning burning its flesh bubbling. It gives off a yowl, a screech of pain. It still stands there with its dagger ready, its eyes going bloodshot red, its skin kind of dripping from the heat of that firebolt that you sent across. It looks really, really badly damaged just from that single shot. All right, and now I need all of us to roll initiative, please.
Okay.
13.
6.
All right, just give me 2 seconds to get things up here. Okay. All right, so who got above 20? No one? All right, who got between 15 and 20? Nope. Okay. Hang on. Who got between 10 and 15?
I have 13.
13 for Sassoon. And 10 for Bedrick, okay? And then Adar, what did you get?
6.
6, and Roger moves with you.
Yes, Roger moves with me.
Alright, and with that, the firebolt, the smoke still billowing off of this creature, its skin in tatters. It's going to just attempt to throw Beardrick with its dagger. The closest thing it can see. That's 15 plus 4, so 19.
No, I'm 26.
No,
your
armor
I'm on
class.
13, yeah, sorry. 13,
Alright.
so yeah, it hits.
So that hits 4. Okay, so that's 2. So you take 4 points of piercing damage as it throws you, the dagger sticking into your leg, blood starting to come out of it. It was quite a good throw. It basically panicked through, and with after the throw, it's going to turn and run basically. Full movement. I just want to get that. Oh wait, I can actually move it like this. 10. Okay.
You can't see it anymore.
Well, I'm gonna. Yeah. At this point, it's. Well, let me just reveal a bit more actually. Whilst we're at this point. Yeah, you won't be able to see it, I think. It's just gone out of view. No, it's just gone out of your view. The one next to you, the one in front of you, is going to take a few steps back. Hang on, why am I doing that? Just to about here, and it's going to attempt to throw you with its. Oh no! It pulls out a leather strap and takes out a few rocks, puts it in, winds it up, and lets fly. It's going to hit you with a sling. That's 4. That misses. Just want to see what. Plus 4 to attack. Yeah. So that misses. The rock bouncing off the post above your head, completely missing you. And then at this point, you hear other chattering of both. Adar and Sassoon and Bedrick, you understand it as, now let's go, get them. And And these again an undercommon, but very guttural. It's a very basic language, full of grunts and not very well spoken. There's hints of Elvish, Dwarvish, Gnomish, all mashed up into one basically. Hang on. And come now. And 3 more come rushing around the side. They're all going to take a shot with their slings at you, Beatrick.
Yes.
Alright, they're going to swing. It's one that's 8 plus 4, that's 12.
I'll try and dodge.
And then,
It doesn't hit your armor class, so you don't have
yeah,
to.
Okay.
yeah.
Can you use dodge as a reaction though? I think you can uncanny dodge as a reaction when you're hit, and then you're half damage.
I don't think he has uncanny dodge yet, though.
Yeah, that's only bonus action doing my attacks.
Yeah, he doesn't have.
That is a reaction, not a
Yeah.
not a bonus action.
Oh,
He doesn't have uncanny
Oh,
dodge.
okay.
He's yeah.
okay,
But
so one missed.
the second one rolled a 4 plus 4, so that's 8. That's also missed. The last one, however, the third one rolled a natural 20, so that's double die damage. So that's I want to see. I think it's just 2d4s.
Getting beaten by rocks here, guys.
Yeah, 2d4s. That's 3 plus 2. So you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. The one stone kind of hitting you quite hard in the shoulder, causing a massive bruise through your armor, and you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage there.
I'll change my health score.
Yeah, so change your health both on Roll20 and on D&D
Yeah.
Beyond. All right,
Well
and
done,
with that, they're gonna take cover again, moving behind the corner, and that will end their turn.
Oh.
That kind of happened in succession. So the first 2 that were ahead had a turn, and then it was the second group. So it's now turn 3 basically, and so soon you're up, followed by Beatrick.
Well,
See,
I'm just gonna tell so soon that these little bastards are throwing rocks.
yeah, Shed, I can see that. Okay, so I'm gonna move up, but I want to just keep an eye out if they're not just luring us further into the cave, more or less when I get here.
All right, you can roll a perception.
21.
Yeah, it sounds like you can hear them chattering amongst themselves. Yeah, kill them, get them, fresh meat.
But do I see any traps up to where they are?
You don't notice any more traps. No, there's no traps at this point here at all. And even looking further in, noticing that the first trap was somewhat crudely-ish made. It was just a basic wire attached to a trip that was connected to this log. You don't notice any logs behind here or any trip wires or anything of that nature.
Okay, then I'm gonna run up to here, which is here. Can you maybe shrink down my character with just like a tiny bit? For some reason, I feel very huge.
Yeah, I think I accidentally made him slightly larger for some reason.
Yeah, that feels a lot better.
Well, you kind of are a big deal, you know.
You know?
Okay, so with my bonus action, I am going to release my astral form. So everyone within 10 feet has to make a dexterity saving throw of 13.
Alright, I just want to reveal, yeah, and then I'll make the dex throws.
As I'm running up, I put my hands together and focus as sort of glow starts coming out of me, and then 2 giant wings and 2 elephant hands appear as a big wave of force just spreads out from me.
All right. So, which ones are you targeting? All of them around you, hey?
Yeah, all of them.
All right. So, this one fails. The second one over here, this one passes. The other 2 on the other side. 10 plus that's 12. These 2 both fail. And this one fails as well. All right, so only this one passes. So what happens? How much damage do they take?
They take 2d4 damage. Let me just sorry, I haven't done this in quite a while.
No.
Yeah, but I think they just take 2d4 damage if they fail.
All right. You can roll damage.
So I think that's under features and traits again. Yeah, 2d4 force damage.
All right.
Oh no.
Roll.
Okay, there we go. So that's 5.
All right. We're gonna blanket that, eh? So
yeah, I think that is how it works.
Yeah. No, that's fine. So as you release this force, the one that's kind of furthest away, the force kind of ripping its rib cage open. It's already burnt and tattered skin tearing, its guts falling out, and it falls down to the ground dead. And that one's finished. All right.
Then,
the other ones, Then, well, the other ones
okay,
also,
no.
you see them get knocked flippin' hard from this force, and they all basically go down to one knee. The force of your astral form really giving them a pretty hard knock. These creatures are quite small. They're probably about I'll tell you now. Sorry. Yeah, about 2-3 feet, varying between 2 and 3 feet. So they're not very large. But yeah, they take massive amounts of damage from your force, and they all look like they're very shaky on their legs, as if their eyes are about to roll back into their heads and they're about to just pass out.
I stand upright, the wings behind me, as I pull back, and I say, "Take the ones behind the corner," and I just smash into this one that's closest to me, with a punch with the elephant arm.
All right, roll to hit. You hear the screeches from these things as it hits, as they were originally hit from your force, echoing throughout the cave.
22.
Yeah, that will hit. Roll damage.
6.
Nice. And with that, I'll even say, with that high attack roll, you punch, and your one punch basically knocks the other one, knocks this first one right, because they're also so small, into the second one, and they both go tumbling to the ground unconscious. These 2 falling down, their eyes rolling to the back of their heads, and not dead, but knocked cold.
That's all I can do.
All right, and that will end your turn. Beardrick.
Right, I'll come around and close to so soon where he's at.
Mm-hmm. Hang on, I think I've been disconnected.
Are you back, Toto?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It was as if my Discord decided to update itself for whatever reason. Anyway, I'm back. So you say you're gonna? I heard the last heard that you said you're gonna move up to where Susun is.
That's right, and I'm going to use my rapier to attack the one that's still standing.
All right. There's 2 still standing. So there's the one to the left and to the right. So you're gonna attack this one here.
Sorry, I missed that one completely. I thought that was already knocked down. My bad.
Yeah, this one's still
Okay,
out
as I
there.
come closer, then I'll take that one first. Obviously, is my first target.
All right, roll to hit.
Up here, rolling to hit. Come on, baby. 10. Oh dear.
Yeah, no, that misses.
Oh. Damn it.
Okay, what you
And I
doing?
can't do. I can't do much else. I mean, I only have one attack action.
All right.
I think
can-
I'll.
You can
From
take a
there,
bonus
I'll use my
action.
bonus action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can either dash, disengage, or hide.
That's what I was thinking. I was
At
thinking
this
to actually
point,
use my bonus action to
yeah,
dash
yeah.
and go past them and get this side.
If you do dash, this one will get an attack of opportunity. The one that you'd engaged will get an attack of opportunity.
It's fine, I can get it.
All right.
Do you need your dash? Oh yes, you need your dash action.
Yeah, so that's an action. Okay, so it's going to get an attack of opportunity. It pulls out a small dagger that sees you running past. It rolls a 3. Plus 4, that's 7. So you manage to get away from it as it tries to slash at you before you make your escape, running deeper in. Let me quickly reveal what's happening there. Hang
I don't
on.
think I'll see much. I can move a little bit. Do I have a little bit more distance to move, or was that all I can go?
That's probably all you could go from where you started. Yeah. Hang on. Reveal. Okay. So yeah, you're not going to see too much more from where you are.
No, not much, honestly. Yeah.
Hang on. Let me go from here.
It's about that.
Yeah, no. It turns quite sharply at this point. You can't quite see what's around the corner from where you are.
Cool.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do? Was that it?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Okay. Ada, your go.
Yes. Seeing it's what it is, I wouldn't say a rage, but a certain sense of haste to murder befalls me. And I run. Fuck it, it's far already.
I'll give you
It's far from-
inspiration. I'll give you inspiration, and because of that sense of need inside of you, I'll give you an extra a first round of dash, like an extra bit of movement, an extra say 20 feet of movement.
20 feet of movement.
Yeah.
So I can make this one quite personal. So can I run up to this one? Let's say.
Yeah. I'll allow it.
No.
So your rage overtakes you. Again, these creatures are slightly probably different in coloration and even size compared to the one that you had faced a few years ago. But no mistaking what they are, and you, in your anger, manage to dig deep down inside, and you just dash heavy arm and all straight towards it. And what you do?
Straight toward. I pull out my hand axe and make a vigorous swing at this creature's head.
All right, roll to hit.
And obviously Roger, seeing me sprinting, just follow suit. But I don't know if he has inspiration.
No, he doesn't. He'll just go on your turn. Oh, there goes my power, but I'm still fine. That's okay. All right.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Yeah, roll to hit. So I'm just gonna go grab a torch quickly. Just carry on.
Sure. A non-natural 20.
Nice. Okay, that definitely hits. You can roll damage. Actually, I won't even let you roll damage. It's basically on its last legs. I'll let you describe how you take it out.
In this dash that befalls me, while I'm running, I'm getting out my hand axe, and as I'm getting next to it, in the motion of stopping, it's just the momentum of this axe swinging around my body, just chopping his head clear off, with its head hitting the floor before his body, and just his knees giving in.
And with that, you absolutely annihilate this creature.
Annihilated. I would like to say a few words. I just want to count my words.
Yeah, yeah.
It's nobles use fire. Not
Nobles.
Kobolds, yeah,
Noble?
kobolds.
Kobolds, okay.
There's no N. You are very correct. Kobolds. Kobolds use fire.
All right.
Okay.
And that will end your turn. Anything? You want to do anything else besides that?
No.
All right, that'll end your turn.
That is end my turn.
All right. Top of the round, kobolds. This one is going to turn and attempt to flee, but as it goes and passes you, Beardrick, it's going to attempt to slash at you with its dagger. That's 11 plus 4, that's 15. That hits, eh? Alright, that's a d4. That's 1 plus 2, 3 points of slashing damage. Piercing damage as he comes past, basically cutting you, and it's going to continue to make its way. You will get an attack of opportunity as it
I was about to say, can I attack or what?
Yeah, you get an attack of opportunity, yeah.
Cool.
Roll to hit.
Okay, I don't have a chance to use fire, and right now, I mean, this is really quick happening, so I'm just going to have to slash it in with my rapier. I rolled a 21.
Yeah, that will hit. I won't even say roll damage. Describe how you take him out as it tries to run by you after it slashes the back of your leg.
Yeah, so basically as it comes past, I feel the slash on the back of my leg, and almost as a reaction, I, from the opposite side, swing the rapier and pierce it straight through his chest, watching the blood drip from the back of the blade that's sticking out on his back. And then I see the creature falling down to his knee.
And it basically goes down and dies rather slow on the
That's it.
impaled on your blade. Alright, and it's down. Alright, and with that, we're exiting combat. You all, I'm assuming, gather together. What do you do next?
Well, I'd like to suggest, if one of them is still still alive, to maybe start asking me some questions.
Yeah, so these ones over here are still alive. These two. This one, hang on, let me quickly. Just this one. Why can't I select it? Anyway, hang on, let me just do that. These two here are alive still. This one and this one. But they are knocked unconscious.
They're pretty small. Can we tie them off and carry one?
Yeah, they're pretty small. Yeah, you could even probably put them into.
What do you guys think? So certain that
What do you know of these things, Ado?
They are quite cunning, and they should not be underestimated. But can I do investigation? Because they seem a bit different. You said.
Yeah. So do roll a nature check
Nature check.
with advantage. I'll give you advantage on it as well, since you know what you're dealing with.
Fucking didn't help.
Can I also take like one of these guys' slings?
Yeah, you can pocket one of their slings easy enough. But yeah, Adar, with that, just looking at them, there's a clear difference, especially in the coloration. The one that you had run in was slightly bigger. Its snout a bit longer. Hang on, let me quickly pull up a small image here. Hang on, yeah. There we go. Alright, so the snout was a bit longer. The one that you had faced, the skin, a much deeper red. These are like a more pinker color. Their eyes are a bit more white, as if they hadn't seen sun, or they probably don't even know what sunlight is. and they're a lot more ragged. The one that you had run into, although ragged, and it had a bunch of bits and bobs that it was wearing and that what it was attached to. There's a clear difference in obviously what they were wearing and the look of the creature and the size. Again, the one you saw slightly bigger, not much, a cup like half a foot maybe compared to these. But these are tiny little dragonoid creatures. But what you do know, because you have faced with kobolds before, they are an evil reptilian race that inhabit a lot of dungeons and deep dark caves. They are often thralls or enthralled to thralls, or they are often slaves and controlled by stronger creatures or beings. But they are also known to be independent. The one that you had run into was an independent kobold.
Oh, it was quite knowledgeable
Yeah,
as well.
yeah,
It
and
wasn't
kobolds by nature are curious creatures. They are envious of gifts and other trinkets and goods. They often collect things, and yeah.
I would like to peer around this corner for more kobolds or traps.
All right. You're not stealthing or anything at this point, eh?
No, I think they pretty much know exactly where we are.
All right.
Can I grab one of the slings as well?
Yeah, you pocket a sling. Mark down one sling in your inventory.
What's it called? Just sling.
Yeah, it's just a sling. How do we go about getting ammunition for it? Do they have ammunition on them, or
It's
do we
just rocks.
pick up?
You could probably get various, like, no, in your just knowledge wise, you could probably, whatever you put in there, you could swing. I mean, if you got some sort of a powerful bead or something, you could also probably throw that.
Could I sling my darts?
You could definitely try. Hang on a sec. Okay, give me 2 seconds.
So are we tying one off and carrying him?
Yeah,
Is it worth it to questioning him or not?
There's 2 unconscious ones.
Or we can finish the job with the other one and tie off the other one.
Yeah, I don't know. You can just put him in the bag, and if you forget about him,
Yeah, he's got like 10 minutes of oxygen. Hey.
yeah.
So we know more or less when my astral form runs out, he's running out of air.
Okay. And how long is it going to take to get conscious again?
We don't even know if it's stable.
It is breathing. They're both breathing, so you can assume that they're stable. But they are unconscious.
Guys, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's worth questioning them.
Sassoon, I'd just like you to roll a perception check for me now that you've come around the corner and looking into the larger cavernous area here.
12.
Yeah, looking in, it's covered in thick webbing. This is definite clear webbing, kind of all strewn about the place and on the floors. You see the track kind of continuing in and kind of forking off in 2 directions. You can kind of assume that at this point the cavern is going to split inside there. And
I use my wings and my arms and my normal legs and normal arms to make like a spider.
All right, and you
with 8.
Okay.
But yeah.
That's a weird looking spider.
I've got your astral form here, actually. Hang on. Let me grab him for you. Bring him closer. So just perhaps make him slightly smaller.
Yeah. Well, this.
Oh dear.
I'll put this one here.
Yeah, just put him to the side. Alright.
Oh yeah, that's perfect.
All right, so you're on all 6, all 8.
I'm
All right.
just I'm just basically signaling to them that spiders.
Oh,
Fair enough.
Okay, are you guys going to are we going to move forward, or
Yeah, we can. Are we taking one of these creatures with us, or are we just leaving them?
I see no point.
Okay. Then we leave it. It's fine.
we leave them unconscious, or
We're looking for a wizard. I don't know what these things are.
True, but we did understand under common they were speaking. Maybe they can tell us something.
It's true. Maybe pop one of them in the bag.
okay.
Let's just not forget about him there, Edo.
So Adar finishes the one of the two left off and just does a quick hand tie of a tie of his hands around its back, the other one, and pops him in the bag.
All right, easy enough. You see Adar slit the throat of one of the kobolds before packing the other one into his bag. All right, what are you guys doing?
Okay. Probably moving forward. Keeping an eye out for more traps.
All right, who's taking the lead? You can all roll perception again. Sassoon, you don't have to roll, just Beatrick and Adar. And who's ever taking the lead, if you're going to stealth, roll stealth as well.
I can take the lead, never mind.
All right. Beatrick taking the lead. Roll perception and then stealth for me, please.
Perception.
8 for
7.
Adar.
And then stealth with advantage. Oh wow. 25.
Yo.
I think that'll be the highest. Yeah. Yeah, 25 is the highest. So 7 and 25.
All right.
So Adar has 11 perception. No, 8 perception, and Roger has 11.
All right. 2 seconds. Okay. All right. So, Beatrick, your perception is 7, and Adar, you said what did you roll? What was your perception again?
8.
8.
I forgot now. I think it was 8.
Let's go.
Yeah, 8.
All right. Hang on a sec. Let me get back to the thing. All right. So, Beatrick, you managed to sneak your way in, and as you come around the corner, you notice 2 passageways. One leading off north. Hang on, I'm trying to reveal here. Hang on. 6. One going off north. Kind of hitting a bit of a spot there. And then another heading in this direction. Alright. The room is filled with spider webs, and especially on the floor, and it's rather difficult to move across this room. I know it's not really well represented here, but there are spider webs all over. Bits and bobs. You see old bones of not just people, but of animals and all kinds of. But rather, it's really old. None of it really looks too recent. With your perception checks, it's quite large. You don't notice much else really. It's one of the larger caverns you've come across at the moment.
I turn to Adar. Adar, sticky rope me.
Pull out my sticky rope. Or the.
Okay, I would like to try and take a hold of like this one of these pillars and then swing around to the right, trying to avoid those spider webs.
All right. There are spider webs all over this cave. It probably runs up to about this entryway where it starts getting a little less as you go in, but it's thick with webs all around here.
Yeah, I want to get as far as I can.
All right. So as you hit the side and swing, I'd like you to make an acrobatics check for me, please.
11.
You throw the rope around the sticky tendril to the roof. It doesn't quite stick properly, and as you try and swing, you only get a few feet with a jump, almost more jumping than anything. But you manage to land here at this point before your feet kind of land in the soft spider web, kind of sticking to it. You're able to lift it, but it's difficult. It takes effort to pull your feet up and off it.
Okay.
All right, Ado and Roger, what are you guys doing? Are you also moving in behind?
I'm slowly moving up towards the spider webs and using the torch, see if I can burn it. Do I still have the torch?
Yeah. You dropped it during battle, but you've regained it, picked it up, and as you hold the torch close to the webbing, it quickly just catches light and burns to nothingness. The bits of webbing, burnt webbing, just drifting the carbon basically, like powder.
Okay, then I continue to walk, making my way to over here with just like swinging the torch in front of me.
And as you go,
Kinda
you're
like
burning. It kind of catches, and the tendrils of fire kind of catch to the other one and go to the other one and the next one, actually almost causing the room to brighten up and light up. And as the room lights up with the light from these from the small fires and your torch, you are surprised by 3 kobolds that were lying in wait, and that you didn't roll high enough perception to see. They appear, and they are going to Beatrick, they actually still haven't seen you. You snuck in pretty quietly, and I'm going to say that when you snuck in, you managed to kind of just hide in the shadows off to the side. This one is going to swing off its sling, and immediately you hear this whirring sound. This Sassoon and Adar and Beatrick as well. You hear this whirring of the slings as they go to throw. That's 3 plus 4. That's terrible. That's 6. 2 plus 4. No, that's 7. 2 plus 4. 6. So they both miss, or these two at least miss you, Adar and Sassoon. And the last one, that's again a 6 plus 4. That's terrible. That's 10. This one also misses. And then I would like us all to roll initiative again.
I was so excited to finally use my ability when they threw me, but I'll wait for another day.
17.
All right. Okay. Who rolled above 20?
23 with a natural 20.
Nice.
Yo.
15
Oh,
to
buddy.
15 to 20.
17.
17. Nice. 11 and then 11. All right. All right, top of the round. So soon, as these bolts, stones, 2 of them coming towards you. These 2 on the right hand side. You basically almost flick them with your arms, with your astral arms, just knocking the stones out of the way. Adar, the one stone not having enough force to hit you, but basically just bounces off your heavy armor, clinking to the ground. Sassoon, what are you doing?
Okay, so I want to stay out of his range, and then 10 feet away. So I move right in between these two, and then I use my first attack to hit this one.
All right, roll to hit.
Since I have like 10 feet of attack power with astral arms, that's a 20 to hit.
10, yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
5.
That will hit, and you do a massive amount of damage, nearly blasting a hole right through this poor kobold.
I
But
then
it's still
turn
standing.
around and use my bonus action to attack the one behind me as well.
All right, roll to hit.
17.
That hits. Roll damage.
Another 5.
All right. Again, your astral form dealing quite a lot of damage to these small creatures, basically pummeling them to shreds. Bits of their scales denting in, and you can just hear the and he's got strange, rough humanoid voices. All right. What else would you like to do? Yeah.
I will then use the rest of my movement to move over here and check what is in this room.
All right. Since you were 10 feet away, you don't. They don't get attack of opportunity. We'll reveal here quickly, and I'll roll a quick perception. Is fine.
Natural 20.
Yeah. Again, you notice more iron ore sitting off to the backside here, surrounded by strange-looking mushrooms and more webbing, kind of sitting there. And again, looking like as if this is quite a. I mean, it's pretty obvious. It looks like somebody's been mining it, so it's quite an obvious ore deposit there.
Okay.
But you see no signs of life. You don't hear any form of life coming from this direction. However, with that natural 20, kind of looking around and also using your sharp hearing, you hear a strange chattering, like chirping almost, coming very almost inaudible, more like a breathing, like a strange like his breathing coming from over here.
I sort of come closer and tower over this one, trying to get his attention, while I scream, Beatrix, be careful.
Alright, that's cool. Okay. That will end your turn. Okay, now, from above. Okay. Okay, Beatrix.
Yes.
Oh no, not Beatrix. Adar. A dagger comes sailing for you. You don't even hear or see it. It comes straight out of the air and hits you. Hang on, I just want to see damage here.
Oh, okay.
Alright. That's 2 + 2. You take 4 points of piercing damage as the dagger from behind hits you, basically just below the buttocks area in your thigh, sticking in, and then as it penetrates with the momentum kind of falling out of you, taking 4 points of damage. So yeah, just update that on D&D Beyond and on Roll20.
Can I see the creature that damaged me?
Yeah, as you turn to look, you see a very strange looking creature, 4 arms, 2 legs. I'm just gonna quickly show you. If you go to the hang on, let me turn that off. That's what you see.
Oh wow.
And this thing is on the roof. It basically, it's got, it's most of its arms hanging on. It's one arm basically in the motion. As you turn around, Adar, you can kind of see it basically pulling its arm back in to grab back onto the roof.
Can I cast Hellish Rebuke?
It's a reaction, right?
One reaction which you take in response to being damaged.
Yeah. Yeah, you can cast Hellish Rebuke. So just want to see. Okay.
Within 60 feet, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, must make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, 10.
Alright. Okay. That was cocked,
And
but it was a 15. Yeah?
yeah, so it's if he succeeds, then he takes half damage.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's 10. He rolled a 10. I just want to see what its dex is. It's plus 2, so 12.
Okay, so he
So he succeeds.
save.
So it takes half damage. So then just roll 2d10s and half it.
It says 2d10s, but the D&D Beyond automatically makes it 3d10s.
Oh, because you're casting it at second level. Hang on. You cast a spell using spell slots of second level or higher, the damage increases by 1d10. So that's why it's 3d10s, is because you're casting it at second level.
Oh, at second level, okay.
Yeah.
So it's whatever I roll now,
Half. Yeah.
47.
7. Alright, this creature on the top, as you cast Hellish Rebuke from after the knife, you point your finger at this creature. You can kind of describe the spell if you'd like.
Like I point my finger because it's a verbal spell if I'm not wrong. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so it's because of your heritage. You basically have infernal that you can speak. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you bring up
Yeah.
the flames of hell, basically. Yeah.
Bring up the flames of hell under the creature, the targeted creature that attacked me or damaged me. Seemingly out of nowhere, flames just engulf him.
And it's
Doing
lit.
damage.
Yeah, and it's lit up, and you see its hairy body, all the hairs basically singeing, smoke billowing out from it. As it lights up, you also notice that it was wearing. It looks almost like there's similar tendrils to what were in the door. Maybe a little bit not as thick, but also pretty thickish round, basically covering its body like armor. It catching a light and singeing and immediately burning up. The creature still stuck to the roof, looks badly damaged. The flames dissipating. Its skin now a purplish dark color, but it's still attached to the ceiling. It gives off a shriek of pain, an unearthly sound emanating from its mouth. I'm not going to try now. My voice is a bit sore, so I would do it, but
I see this creature now from where I'm hiding.
yeah. So with that hellish rebuke and the thing kind of lit up, you do notice it. Everybody at the moment notices it. Yes, it's still on the roof though.
Whose turn is it now?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's still its turn. Sorry. Yeah. I need to concentrate. Yeah. All right. So it's gonna come scuttering down, moving pretty rapidly, as if it was running at normal speed off the wall. So it's about 15 feet, and then it moves another 15 feet in this direction. Down this hallway. It's gonna get to about there. Alright. And that will end its turn. Beardrick, you'll go.
Seeing this creature has just got ignited and started to run away, I want to shoot off an arrow at it, see if I can't stop it.
You should be in range, I think. So go ahead
Yeah,
and...
definitely in range.
Yeah.
Let's see.
26 feet.
Has the
man.
creature seen you yet? Because you stealthed in.
Yeah, no, it
No.
hasn't seen. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
you get sneak attack.
Yeah.
So
So I
you,
rolled a 18.
yeah, that hits, especially now
Okay.
that it's lost its armor. Okay, roll damage
Right.
and plus add sneak attack.
Okay, damage is 4. Where do I get my sneak attack?
Let me have a look.
So I think it should be at attack.
It might be under
Yeah.
feature and traits actually. If you go under feature and traits.
The damage you rolled was 7 as well. It's quite high.
Yeah, 7 total.
Well done.
Trying to look for that. Features and traits. There we go. Experience. Sneak attack. Once per turn, you can deal an extra 2d6.
Yeah. All right. So it's
So
still
roll
your
a 7. Do I make it?
yeah.
So
So
if you roll another 2d6.
yeah. So now you get to roll, and so I think you can click on that. Where's that? Where's sneak attack? Hang on, I just want to look for it here. So if you click on sneak attack, and it doesn't give you the option, but yeah. So just why can't I find the options here? Oh no! If you go under actions under all and you roll right to the bottom, it says sneak attack, and then you can just click on damage.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. No, I'll just click on that. There we go.
Yeah.
So yeah, got a 3 in total. So yeah, 7 plus 3, 10.
All right. How would you like to do this?
Well, seeing as it's busy running away and it's pretty much like half cooked already, I'm just going to fire off an arrow which will hit it in his head and then stop it in his tracks and let it drop down basically.
Yeah, and it pierces him and it falls forward with the force of the shot, with that sneak
Exactly.
attack damage. This creature is quite tall actually and rather lanky. It's got these strange pointed ears and this tuft of wild hair kind of running down the back, and 8 eyes that you noticed before it kind of turned to run, and it falls down face first onto the ground, squirming for a little bit. Its arms kind of its 2 larger arms that are just above its shoulders, kind of curling in on itself as it gives off a death screech, and that's out. All right. Anything else you'd like to do, Beatrice?
It might be spotted now by the other 3 little cave rats.
Yeah. So
I'm
as soon
gonna-
as you attack, you are noticed. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna sneak forward and or use my bonus action to move forward and like try and take cover behind this centerpiece here. I'm assuming it's like made of stone or something.
Yeah, so it kind of rises up. It's this stone kind of pedestal that kind of rises up a bit. You can try crouch down. Do you want to try hide?
Yeah.
All right, roll stealth.
Okay, cool.
So you're going to kind of bend down to hide behind this. And also, whilst this is all going on, the webbing all around is just starting to catch a light. And it's you see it kind of heading down this passage. And also going along this passage, just kind of the fire, just the intensity, not increasing, but all the webbing kind of just catching a light and starting to burn up.
Well, 14 for stealth.
All right. Okay. All right, so you're trying to hide there. All right, that ends your go. We at okay. Seeing what's just happened, this cobalt over here is gonna take aim and shoot at you, Beatrice. You didn't hide well enough. He did spot and see what you're trying to do. That's 12 plus 4. That's 16 to hit. And then
Does he have half cover from his current position, or did he move a little?
He is crouched down, so you will have about half cover. So half cover is, I think, +2 to your AC. Let me check here.
Armor class +2.
Yeah, if you're under
15.
half cover.
Yeah, that's 15 then. He still hits.
All right. just want to see. I just want to find cover. Oh, here we go. Your half cover is +2 to your AC. Yeah, so that's 13 plus 2, so 15. So yeah, he rolled a 16 total. So yeah, that hits. So that's just 1d4 damage. Your head kind of poking out. It rolls a 3 plus 2, so 5 points of bludgeoning damage. As it's sling, you hear the rock coming, and you kind of just turn in time to see it smack you square in the head as you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage. It's also going to go ahead and try and run for it. Making it to about, yeah. Alright. Then this one is going to go for you, Adar. Also slingshot. That's 10 plus 4, that's 14.
Yeah, my AC is 14.
Yeah, so that hits. So that's also a d4. That's 1 plus 2, that's 3 points of bludgeoning damage. This rock kind of just hitting you in the neck, causing again just another bruise, just missing your armor, causing slight bruising over there. And this one, Sassoon is going to turn, slash at you with its dagger. That's 14 plus. I just want to make sure it is 4, but I think it is 4. So that's 18. Yeah.
That hits.
Are you concentrating on your scarf by any chance?
Yes.
And
So
what?
that's why I have the 17. So that.
Oh
hits.
right, so it still hits. And then I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
Sorry, Tazo, what damage did it do to me?
3.
3, so it was 4
Bludgeoning.
the previous creature and now 3.
I can't recall the previous creature.
I think it was 4.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
No. Just yeah, record it on D&D Beyond and on okay. Anyway, so you take 4. You take 6 points of piercing damage from the dagger as it goes in. You trying to intimidate him. He gets nice up and close, stabs you in and out. Quite a deep gash. And it's also going to try and turn and flee from you. You get attack of opportunity, so roll to hit.
12.
That just hits. Describe how you take him out. He's basically on his last leg, so I'm not going to have you roll damage.
As I was trying to intimidate him, I thought that Ado would have a chance to get close enough. And I completely actually lose focus as the knife comes for me, and I lose focus on my scarf. And as he's trying to run, I just put both my arms together, and I completely just pommel downwards on this kobold.
All right, and he basically is crushed into the ground, breaking, snapping his neck and other bits of bones inside of him. You feel the crunch. All right. That will end their turn. No, hang on, we still got this one here. Oh, he already hits. I think this one hits you, hey, Adar, yeah. He's gonna make a run for it as well. That's 15. That's 15, 20. Oh shit, there goes my fucking